Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Wilfried Bony, I think, could have an impact. The big Ivorian has all the credentials to be a top centre-forward, aerially strong, technically solid, and he has tremendous shooting power with either foot, and I think he can be prolific in this team.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Vokes decides to play it back. Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's been taken short. Up for a header! No, not the best of headers.
Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
Shaqiri with the ball through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Defour. Vokes. Vokes! Keeper's got good distance on that. Forward it goes. Vokes plays it out to the wing. And it's Barton. Aimed forward. Dashing forward at pace. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Shaqiri with a delicate ball. Pumps it upfield. Allen looks to thread it through. Shaqiri. Ireland can shoot here.
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
Danger averted for now. Timely intervention. And the counter is on. Arnautovic. Wilfried has been found.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
None shall pass, that's the message there. And it's Ireland. Shaqiri delivers. Goal! Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Hits one! Shaqiri to play it forward. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Whelan. Goalkeeper's ball. And there is the half-time whistle.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. It's a throw in. Wonderful quick feet. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Defour knocks it towards the front. How about it? And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Glenn Johnson with a delicate ball. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. It's a long forward pass. Tries a long pass towards the front. Has a hit! Clears it out of harm's way. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Shaqiri floats one over. Joey Barton. Vokes. Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Joey Barton. Muniesa gets into the right position to intercept. Well read, he sorted that out. They've managed to get it away. And it's Vokes. Higuain! Out for a throw. There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. Defour. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks like a good ball through.
Number 20. Substitution taking place.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Cameron. Who's going to make this theirs? Spoon forward. Lovely bit of skill. Vokes. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Gets it back. Cut out in the nick of time. Whelan goes long. Arnautovic looking to get on the end of this. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Joey Barton.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Tries a through ball. Could have here their final chance. It's come loose. And it's Defour. How about it? Oh, a very decent attempt. There is the final whistle. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost.
Do you know, after the goal, I thought they had time on their side to get back.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So it's away we go then. Gaston Ramirez. And it's Downing. Downing with the ball through. Quality ball drilled in low.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Now it's Stuani. Joey Barton. Vokes. Joey Barton crosses in a low one. Looks to slip it through. Tries a through ball. And it's Gaston Ramirez. Where to from here? Joey Barton. Played out to the right. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Great leap! No, not the best of headers. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Turns and goes back. Away from immediate danger. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest. Just a bit short on adventure. Lovely feet. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Vokes. Barton. Joey Barton passes it through. Stuani has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Chambers. Gaston Ramirez. And it's Gaston Ramirez. And we hit half-time. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Here we go again. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Out towards the flank. Defour. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. This is promising. Surely. It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer.
The goal scorer.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike.
Number 37.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Substitution on the field.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Stuani plays it out to the wing. It's come loose. Now the pass. Timely intervention. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible. That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Looks like a good ball through. Vokes, he's away! That's gone a long way up and away. Keeps everyone guessing. And it's Defour. A real chance to break. Looks to slip it through. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Tries a through ball. Vokes tries looking up for options on the left. Drilled in low. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, to strike a volley requires exactly the right balance, and I think that's what maybe let him down there, Peter.
Coming on to replace him is number 24.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Victor Fischer. Vokes. Going for goal! Oh, my word, that is fantastic! He's got himself a peach of a goal! And with that goal comes comfort! Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it. That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Thrust towards the front line. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Spoon forward. Stuani looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue, high up the pitch.
Oh, glorious footwork! Joey Barton tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it high. Victor Fischer. Joey Barton. Now the pass. And he's straight offside. There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And time is up. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, we know clean sheets are always an important ingredient in any recipe, and while delighted with the win, they'll also be very pleased to have managed a shutout.
So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'm going to pick Jack Wilshere. Lots of injury niggles have held him back a bit, but he has plenty to offer. Great passion, competitiveness, loves a dribble and a tackle, and has always been able to find a goal. And for me, he's a big, big talent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Barton. Wilson. Gosling has it out wide and in space. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Pugh has a swing at it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Wilson, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. He's away! Played out to the wing. Header! Goal! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Nicely controlled. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Looks like a good ball through. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And it's Gosling. Oh, good stop, it had to be. And he's there to make a great save.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch. Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction.
So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Wilson gets it back. Defence has got rid of that. Joey Barton. Half-time getting close now. Spoon forward. Has gone out. Pugh. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And that should be the keepers. Pugh. Gosling. Pugh takes a look up. Gosling. That is wayward. Pugh into opposition territory. Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity he just couldn't produce a goal from that.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Clears it out of harm's way. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Ibe. Wilshere. Pugh goes long and forward. Goes for goal! Knocks it away. Brings it forward. Wilshere gets his foot in there. Afobe. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch.
Afobe. And he's there to hoof it away. Gosling. Knocks it towards the front. Pugh is the guilty party there.
Substitution on the field. Number 7. Number 3 is number 3.
Tries a through ball.
Substitution.
It's in! And And with that goal comes comfort. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
There's going to be a change here. Man waiting to come on. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Vokes. A chance! Vokes decides to play it back. Oh, that's neat. Sermon. And there goes the final whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
John Terry has to get a mention. His leadership skills.
It's there!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Defoe. Joey Barton. Defoe. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. They scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Coaxed out to the wing. Willian. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. Joey Barton. Vokes. There he goes, motoring forward. Out to the left it goes. Played into the middle. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Floats one over. Joey Barton. Tries a through ball. Cesc Fabregas with a long pass. Cut out in the nick of time. And that's a throw-in. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Deftly done. Oh, good interception. Now here's the through ball. Diego Costa. He's had a shot. Danger averted for now. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. It's on a plate. He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort.
After 41 minutes is...
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance. That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are...
And more, and more, and more! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Number 7.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. Just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Now it's Costa. It's a goal! They're back within reach!
The goal scorer.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now the pass. Conte. Azar. Now it's Costa, out to the flank. And back out it comes. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Ball's out on the left, now. Now can he finish? It's in! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
After 60 minutes is... Number 7.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Conte. Cesc Fabregas. Conte. Cesc Fabregas. Defour.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Defour. Vokes is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Fired in from distance. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Cesc Fabregas. Now it's Azar. He's had a shot! No mistake! And they are right back within touch!
After 81 minutes is...
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Number 13. Substitution taking place.
Joey Barton. That's the throw. Into stoppage time, they must make something of this. Into the channel, Vokes. Gets up to head it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Cesc Fabregas. Played out to the right. Gets it back. And that is that. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
At times it was like Groundhog Day because of their continuous success in using width as the best route to goal. It worked a treat, and it looked a treat.